We are listening to fragments of fragile memories from a frail Turkana man in his twilight years. Though time has robbed him of his strength, his failing memory reveals traces of a phenomenon that has remained a mystery for years. A mystery that was never understood by those who came before him, and a mystery that still perplexes even the most scientific of minds today. The mystery of Namoratunga rock art site. In spite of his age, Mr. Lawsuit comes to life at the Song of Namoratunga, a response that begs the question, what is Namoratunga all about? Situated to the southwest of Lake Turkana within the rich archaeological expanse of the Great Rift Valley is Lokori, a town close to the little-known Namoratunga. Namoratunga is the name of a set of rocky hills which host mysterious burial sites as well as an uncommon and little understood rock art. Oral history has it that in the past, residents of Lokori kept away from this place as it was associated with mysterious dances, fire, and also death. Even in his old age, Mr. Lawsuit Ngiko recalls the legend of Namoratunga.
Namoratunga alaka uriaka kwadi paketana ngene wata ndiye kotere ara Namoratunga iborenti nitie metai yodonga na donga tangana ringa mede kini ketata Namoratunga ezubinga krongo na dangi kwa kitu kwa lodo wake mineni otere karata kitu bokolo wang to lu apolo kota mate nye nanga iboreng ni bore ang pia na iboreng ni
awali kita ngo ajo kesini amur ka ngona ngizina kole kingareni aya katar ngatunga ikrur ki dia mga akra amur ka ngona tamarai akra ngona ge na kola be yokane ge abad ko long abe yokolong ngamur tangate iboreng ini donga te ngatunga sodi ngatunga apoto ta dai kinin na ke ne ta bune to ani pe aberape na bala kanege berape na bala anika dongak ni kenata.
The community of approximately 10,000 semi-nomadic pastoralists keep animals and on specific months of the year practice seasonal farming thanks to the nearby Kerio River. According to oral history, this area once knew abundance. From the oral history of the people of Lokori, we learn that long ago, something significant happened at Namoratunga. The exact nature of this happening in reference to the modern Turkana people is not exactly known.
mayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga, mayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga, ebuni nyaki minaririani yugo ningina, ebuni nyaki minaririani yugo ningina. Mamunya murani lo yeni beida, mamunya kabarani lo yeni beida, mamunya katamani lo yeni beida, mayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga, mayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga, ebuni nyaki minarirani yugo ningina, ebuni.
The first mystery of Namoratunga is as real today as is described in its history. The mystery mainly surrounds these complex burial sites with upright stones placed around each burial site in a circular pattern, and they are engraving-like symbols on the upright stones. Some of these huge stones run 2 meters deep into the grave. There are differing stories as to who is buried in these graves. In the 1970s, the main Namoratunga burial site was excavated, and subsequent excavations revealed remains of many thousands of years of human presence, including early Stone Age hand axes and later Stone Age microlithics. But even with these excavations, there are questions as to exactly who is buried in these graves.
One of the key factors that the guys who excavated the site then talked about was the identity and also the authorship of the engravings. In terms of identity, the archaeologists then thought that the site was related to Eastern Cushitic groups of people. And the authorship of the rock art was also related to the people who are buried within the site. For the National Museums of Kenya today, us as archaeologists have decided to go back and try to unravel the mystery of this site in terms of who the people were who are buried within the site, and secondly, who are the people who are related to the rock art or who made the rock art.
Namoratunga is not only significant in its potential for rich archaeological treasure, but its black stone hills are covered in some of the most intricate rock engravings in this region. And as with the burial site, it is not clear who were the authors of these engravings.
The type of art we find in southern Turkana is geometric art, which is believed to be made by people called the Twa, who are distantly related to the Pygmies of the Congo and quite similar to the Bushmen, and were actually responsible for a large part of the art we find in Eastern and Central Africa. But Tara has actually recorded very similar art over the border in Uganda, which, although the Twa people have disappeared completely from the region today, the local people there today have been using that art for rainmaking ceremonies until very recent times.
In 2008, the Trust for African Rock Art, or TARA, through the support of the United States Ambassadors Fund for Cultural Preservation, embarked on a community-based initiative to conserve these important rock art sites.
The Lokori Community Project is a collaboration between TARA, the National Museums of Kenya, and the local community-based organization Lotubai Water Users Association and Morilem Water Users Association. And it's designed to engage the community in conservation and management of the rock art site at Namoratunga. The project activities include increasing awareness at the local level through community engagers workshops. And the gist of these workshops is to engage communities in discussions about the importance of this heritage as an irreplaceable resource and how they can be constructively engaged in the management and conservation of the sites.
Close scrutiny of the engravings reveals recent vandalism, and this is an issue that the community is not going to take lying down.
kumur kuno singo tonga taratang tonga dang bore pe nye tira de tonga nye takan nye tama de che krai ke chingo tonga lo kori krai ke chingo tonga lo kwa moding krai ke chingo tonga lo katelia krai ke chingo tonga e koi krai ke chingo tonga na peutom toile mo de tonga ibore to konen danga tamar kanege ya rei bore ni ai ibore kwang turkwana kainyo nyadawi.
Other activities include development of publicity materials, investment in basic infrastructure around the sites, such as signage and basic camping facilities for visitors to this region. In partnership with the local community-based organizations, we have equipped the local traditional structures that they have put up with basic camping facilities, which visitors to the region can use for accommodation.
A visit to Lokori is a rewarding adventure. It takes about 2 days to get here by road and around a day's travel if you fly to Kitale or Eldoret and then travel the remaining distance by road. There is also an airstrip nearby for chartered planes. Along the way are breathtaking views, and once here, you will enjoy the time of your life, looked after by this very hospitable community. There are also opportunities for breathtaking views in this amazing landscape, and of course, a deep connection with the past.
There is a great sense of history here, as embodied in the art and in the tombs, leaving one with the sense that once there were artists here, really probably sophisticated in their way, who left these strange markings which had huge meaning to them, probably more spiritual than anything else. And that for me is one of the most magic things, to stand there and just wonder what it was all about and what it all meant. So they've left their sign there, those people from the past, and I would recommend anybody to go and make that journey, to go to Namoratunga.
Bitte na lawa ka tama be yakar cha ku jum are ke na kola are to akrono go hondi nda ta markane arai boring da ngare ke na cha ku ko sababu ali wurto kon buto kon na ba kro te na be tak tetet
dio bocha ni kolongo ebuni ka kwangani ebuni tananga ngutunga atara apotu ngutunga atara kita tamazwa tamaria eye berbe na mortunga yang macarin yana mortunga nang macarin lua ingarakine tesi ngutunga aloturkan so di toriamuna tesi ngaropia na itemokuno na rakechi so matesi deng na rakechi urukete nguzugulio na rakechi pelor tekus so matangi dekus ngisi atamar bocha ke joko ken tesua ngakro ana mortunga
ayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga ayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga.
And as scientists continue to unravel the mystery of Namoratunga, it takes individual journeys to this epic location to appreciate the wonders of the past as well as the promise of the future in a place that many believe is of major significance in the history of the world.
Yono me gola no mi Namoratunga ayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga ebuni nyaki minarirani yugoningina ebuni nyaki minarirani yugoningina mamunya murani loyeni beida mamunya kabarani loyeni beida mamunya katamani loyeni beida ayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga ayani yono me gola no mi Namoratunga ebuni nyaki minarirani yugoningina ebuni nyaki minarirani yugoningina mamunya murani loyeni Namoratunga mamunya katamani loyeni Namoratunga.